Let's see. You are now live, it says. Hi, Alpha Female Sisterhood. This is Psychic Happy Hour. I'm here. I'm CEO, and I'm here with Lydia.
Hi, everyone.
Back by many requests, I asked Lydia to come back and do this Psychic Happy Hour with us. But I want to make sure that we're live. So let me see. On my phone. This new Facebook thing is now like throwing me off, but you guys, if you're here watching, we'll be pulling cards. Lydia, what deck will you be pulling cards from?
I'm going to be using Work Your Light by Rebecca Campbell.
I like Rebecca Campbell.
Yeah, me too.
The author of Rise, Sister Rise, which is such a great book.
Oh, I love that book.
Yeah. I don't see us a lot. Oh, there are people. Sup, ladies, you're live. Oh, okay. People confirming. Oh, yeah. That's great. Thank you. So this app, we can't really see your name, so you need to comment with your name, or there is a link. Let me see. I can't post it. If you use this link to add this app in your oh god, it's too much trouble. Never mind. Put your name, yeah, in the comment section. Put your name, and then we'll be able to see your name. So Sepida would like a general guidance. Lydia, would you like to go first, and then we'll do Ariana.
Okay. Oh, I instantly feel like big awakening with Sepidar.
Sepidar is woke, but there's something else coming up. Yeah, we've been feeling like there's a bigger awakening happening, right? So you
feel like I just instantly felt this huge rising sensation of like, and then feeling like I was going to jump out of my body. I'm like, oh, okay. So the cards I pulled are Trust Your Path, which I definitely think feels very relevant. Like, I feel like you're also questioning whether this is like, whether you're meant to be jumping out of your body, like whether you're meant to be jumping and saying, yes, I'm going to go down that path. So trust that path, and know that you're also supported, because I have the clarification card is soul family. So yes, you are supported. Yes, you have a big group of people around you who want to help you, like support you on this journey and this path. So it feels very exciting. And I kind of want to go with you.
Sepidar, a full lead. Wait, yeah, upside down. So this card is asking you that it's time for you to step up into, like, level up, step up, take on more responsibility, be louder, be the leader, be the person who speaks the truth and lead other people on the path. So I think this is kind of going with what Lydia is tuning in for you. It's just that, not only there's a big awakening, you're being asked to step up and do more too, take on more responsibility, play bigger. So that's you. So that feels really exciting for you, Sepidar. Very powerful. Ariana would like general guidance.
I got align your life. It says, what is not aligned or needs to change? I don't know, Spirit just showed me this like black screen. Like, I feel like there's some kind of an illusion right now that you have to like pull the screen or the curtain back, because you're wanting to move forward, but the screen is like blocking you. So it's time to just pull the screen back, and then you'll be on your path. I feel like as soon as the illusion is past for you, then you can walk, like its light will just immediately come in for you.
Ariana has a card that says stop. So you're being asked to kind of pause. There's a little bench here. So you're being asked to, right now is not the time to actually take any action or make a decision. You're supposed to pause and wait and kind of reassess situation sitting on that bench. So just this big black thing that Lydia is talking about, we need to pause so it can pass, and then you can actually move into a direction. So you're being guided to, you're being guided to avoid any actions or rash action or decision or big steps right now. It's time for you to just kind of wait it out a little. Sarah Choi, my sister, wants a general guidance.
I pulled protection. And what I'm hearing is that this is about work, like work-related things, and needing protection and boundaries around what you do for work and other people, because it feels like people are leeching. Excuse me, my throat's getting really tight while tuning into this, because it's like you want to help everyone so much, but it's actually draining you. The second card I pulled is the crumbling, and it's what are you clinging onto? And I think you're just clinging because you want to help everybody so much, but it's actually detrimental to your soul health and mental health is what I'm hearing. So take your power back and put boundaries up, and know that it's okay to move past these thoughts that you're having of, oh, I need to take all of this stuff on. You don't need to take it all on. You need to do what lights your soul up and what helps you, I guess, grow. What helps you grow and what helps other people grow, because you're taking everything and you can't take everything.
So Sarah pulled the card of goblin play. So it's okay for you to play. It's okay for you to be not always performing or helping or contributing. You're being asked to really give yourself permission to play and just kind of not perform and just learn that world doesn't fall apart. Your bank doesn't fall apart. Your life doesn't fall apart just because you allow yourself this more fun and playfulness and more more pleasure. Sarah Jane Worka. Sarah Worka wants general guidance.
Go ahead.
Sarah, I'm really feeling like I got the tree spirit. It's a challenge for you to ground your energy. It's always a reminder to ground your energy, because it's just something that you always need to be reminded of. But you're coming into the time period where it's even more crucial for you to ground your energy. It's gonna be quite chaotic. I feel like there's certain chaotic stress, indecisiveness. There are a lot of those are gonna kind of start coming into your field. So start really grounding your energy and stay grounded and be extra vigilant about that.
I agree. I got Keepers of the Earth, and I felt a lot of spirit and ancestors kind of come in all of a sudden, and they're wanting you to know that you're not alone on this journey, but that you can't live up in that world every day. So I completely agree with being grounded. The earth, this is earth energy, this is you in the center with all the animals. So they're asking you to stay grounded so that you can actually receive higher guidance and higher messages, higher divine messages.
Next, we don't know who this person is because you didn't enter the name. So please re-comment with your name. We'll keep moving. Next one is Dawn. I would love a reading. So general guidance for Dawn. You guys need to put your name in the comment because we can't see. If you don't put the comment, we're going to skip you. So make sure that you comment back with the name. This is Dawn. Dawn, you're being asked to practice Kuan Yin card, Goddess of Compassion came up. So you're being asked to really look at a situation or relationship or even your current situation with more compassionate eye. The definition of compassion is really to suffer together with open heart. So it's almost like trying to put yourself on the other person's shoes and trying to like be more open and be willing to suffer that person's point of view or that situation's point of view with openness. So whether it's for yourself or a situation, you're being really asked to be brave to practice that compassion.
I got warrior woman, which I feel like is Kuan Yin as well, because Kuan Yin is so much strength. She's also compassion, but she brings so much strength, and she wants you to stand up for yourself. I also felt like there was just a situation for sure that has been kind of pulling at you and asking you to go in 1,000 different directions. And I think you internally know what that direction is. And it's just about putting the sword out like the warrior woman and just going forward. And you know what the right direction is. That's what they keep saying to me.
Awesome. Sorry, guys, there's no name, so we're going to skip this one. There's no name. We're going to skip this one. Jihei Cho. Cho Jihei. Jihei wants general guidance. We know you. So Jihei wants the guidance. Oh, girl. Of course, this card comes up. You're a shaman. You have all this intuitive psychic gifts. So you're on your, I mean, we know you, so we know you're in a path. So we think it's just fun to have this card just come up. Like, what are you doing to fully step into, and you don't necessarily need to do that all, but you're on this journey to fully step into who you are.
And the card I got was Pillar of Light. It says, your vibration is rising and you are the oracle. And I got a vision of you actually as the shaman and teaching others. Yeah. Like people were coming to you to learn their way, learn their path. Like you are their oracle. And that's pretty powerful stuff. The next one I pulled two fell out. So this is Inner Temple. And I feel like this is asking you to really honor your temple, your body as your temple, and tune in with what's going on inside. Like you don't need evidence or proof from everybody else. You know what's going on inside. So it's about trusting that. And I think once you can do that fully, you'll be able to really step into that oracle energy and that teacher energy.
All right, we're moving on. Anna said, I got offered a new job and that's a huge step up. Should I take the job? I'm definitely feeling like a nervous energy, but yes. So it's definitely something that I think you can't 100% say this is the best for me. I think there's definitely a little nervousness. Maybe it's it's doubt or fear, or is this a bad decision? There is definitely a lot of anxiety around it, but it feels like it's the right energy. It's the right thing for you to do at this moment. And then balance card came out. So what's the reference of balance card in this situation? I feel like it's more of, I think don't put all your eggs in this basket either. I think you're supposed to still explore other ways. Your path isn't set and it's firm, and this is it either. This is a good decision to follow, take the job. It feels good, but then this is not ultimate, right? So you're supposed to still keep the balance by exploring other paths.
I got you're already doing it. And this card is the overthinking card in the deck. So you're already like overthinking this decision. But I also feel, yes, you should take it. But then I also felt like you're meant to be doing something else too, like almost simultaneously. And I think that's also what the balance card is. You're meant to take this job, but then you're also meant to do two things at once. And then the clarification card that came up was dance with life. So I really feel like you're kind of, it's like resistance a little bit right now. You're just like in this anxious state of mind and overthinking state of mind. But once you start to dance or flow with your life, um, that's when things will really start to open up and you'll get the clarity that you need.
All right, awesome. Tasha wants a general guidance. Wait, oh, I'm like, that's Sarah on the picture. Sarah's getting it for Tasha because they're sisters. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Tasha, this card just flew out. You tired, girl. You need to, you're just doing way too much for other people, way too much for maybe working way too much. Maybe there's too much thinking going on. You just haven't filled your energy, recharged your energy in a long while. So you're being asked to rest, recharge.
I got the protection card for you. I also feel that you're giving so much to everyone else and not filling your own cup up. And that's really important when we're doing give and take in relationships. We always have to fill our own cup up before we can honor anybody else. We have to honor our own bodies and our own path and our own soul. So definitely take a rest.
At least want a general guidance. Elisa pulled a card of surrender. So there's an area that you're trying a little too hard. You're pushing and striving a little too hard. There's a little bit of trying to control. It's coming from the right intention that you're trying to do a right thing. It's coming from the right intention, but having this type of a white knuckling controlling energy can actually block the flow. So you're being asked to surrender and lean into this discomfort of non-perfection or not knowing or lack of control or chaos, because it really isn't. It just feels that way. So that's what comes up for you.
I got play. And I really feel the same thing as Theo, just so validating. But when we're not in flow with our lives and what we're doing, we're blocked. It blocks us, right? So it's almost like you just have to do whatever, like go play, go have fun, do something completely different that you would never, ever imagine doing in your life. And that will kind of break up some of these creative blocks, because chakra wise, I do feel like a lot of tension in my, is it solar plexus, where the creative area? Yeah. It's just so like I feel like I have a stomach ache all of a sudden.
It's just been too this for so long, girl. It's just been too like
too structured and strict.
It's time to kind of just loosen it.
Let loose.
We don't have the name for this person, so we'll skip you. Just please come back with, just comment again with your name and then we'll get to you. Next one is Tamara. Tamara wants a general guidance. The lead card came up again, Tamara. So for you, this is really, I feel like I pulled this card for you one time a few days ago too, I think, if this is Tamara that I know of. So you're really being encouraged to, it's time for you to like step up and do things you've been planning on, things you've been contemplating, things that you've been feeling less confident on, things that you've been wanting to do, but it's time for you to actually start doing them, or at least showing up and telling people this is what you do.
I got the transformation card. And I feel like it feels like the last 3 or 4 months, you've really changed and grown. But it is hard for you to step up and do that. But you know, at a cellular level, that you have changed and you have grown. And it's time to just show the world that. And then this card fell out with it. It's the initiation. So you have to step out of the shadows, step out of the darkness and into the light and fully embrace that that threshold, I guess, you know, you're like, you have to cross the threshold and really show up.
Susanna, general guidance for Susanna. I got the inner child card for you. So if you're being asked to nurture your inner child or the childlike part of you, there may be some part of your younger you that you still needs nurturing and healing so that it doesn't, that part of you doesn't. So when our inner child don't get nurtured, and then we are under a lot of pressure or stress or under trigger, our inner child can actually manifest into a self-sabotaging pattern that pulls you away from expansion and healing. So it's important that you might feel like oh, I've done this or I've been doing this for a long time, but you're also, but this is a constant thing. You need to always regularly check in with your inner child and then make sure that you're taking care of that part of you. So you're being encouraged to do that.
I got deep replenishment. But before I even pulled, I felt like you needed to have a rejuvenating time, like take a step back and go within. And like CEO said, it is a lot of inner child work. But it's important for you to do that work so that you can step up and step into who you're meant to be. And I feel like, I don't know why they keep saying 2 weeks. I don't know what 2 weeks means, but
Secretary says, I thought I just made a big leap and was getting ready to get comfortable, but I guess you need to keep going. I think maybe we're giving you validation that the space you're in, but this expansion is still going, girl. It's not like you took a one leap and then, yay, I'm done. Oh, no, girl, it's still happening. I think it's
it
still
never
happening.
ends.
You're still in it. So keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Kim Murray wants a general guidance. This card just jumped at Kim Murray. Tiger Spirit being asked. It's a card of inner strength, inner trust, having courage within yourself. So all the answers you're seeking is already within you. So could you just trust that and go by what, seek the guidance from within yourself, trust your intuition, and know what you feel is right in your mind, not necessarily what other people say you should.
I got trust the niggle, which is such a funny word, but that's trusting your intuition. That's trusting your inner guidance and trusting your path. And it's also not listen. I don't want to say not listening to the advice of others, but it's not listening to the opinions of others is what feels really, it feels like that's what you've been encountering for the last couple, like a few days or a week or so. And it's just like, that's not important. It's like, what's accurate deep down.
Yeah, we pulled basically same cards for you.
I know. Yeah.
So really trust yourself. I feel like I've been paused for quite some time. I feel like this is a person I pulled the maybe stop card. There's no name. So if you've been feeling like that, then it's a validation that you're where you need it to be. So instead of getting frustrated and feeling like you need to cut it short and move into an action, allow yourself that pause.
Mm-hmm.
Carrie wants a general guidance. Carrie, I pulled a card of call to prayer. So you're being asked to dedicate yourself to spiritual practice. So I don't know if you have meditation practice, or what is your spiritual practice look like? Your guides, your higher self, the source, all the angels and ancestors and all the wisdoms of the spirit realm has all this assistance for you. But in order to access that, you need to actually create this habit or practice to receive and connect to that information. So you're being really asked to either, if you've been doing it and kind of neglected, you need to really rededicate yourself. If you have not started, it's time for you to get started.
I got break the chain. And I felt a lot of ancestral stuff come up as well. Like there's just a lot of things that happened in your ancestry that you're the one that's supposed to break that chain. Essentially, you have to rewrite the future. You have to heal yourself in order to heal all of the ancestry or ancestral patterns that have happened. And they're just saying that's not easy. So don't be hard on yourself. You know, it's not an easy thing to be the one person to break that chain, and to completely transform your whole family. Essentially, that's what you're doing. So be easy on yourself, and don't feel like you have to do it by tomorrow either. It's going to take some time, and make sure you really meditate and go into deep reflection about it as well.
All right. Next is Sarah says, thank you. I'm quitting everything. Good. So that's a validation. That's a good thing to do. Crystal Wellman. Crystal wants a general guidance. Crystal, while I'm pulling the card, I also heard she strayed away again. She strayed away again. So you strayed away from your divine guidance and your guides again. So it's time, girl, you gotta be there. You gotta be centered in that space. You can't just wander off and experience all the life and then return to it only when you need that recharge or healing or insight. That's not a space. This is not a rest stop, right? Your guides and your higher self, and that space is where you should be centered in. It's not a place you come for a visit. But I did pull a card of Mago blessings. So it's a card saying Mago. So it's a very creatrix energy. So it's a good time for you to start something new. New business, new brand, new project, new creative project, new relationship. It could be anything, including new baby, but I know that's not you. But yeah, so it's a good time to start something new. You're being really blessed with a lot of new creation energy.
I got answer the call. And I also feel a lot of this new energy as well. But you're almost like, I want to do that, and I want to do that, and I want to do that. But you want to do it all at the same time. And it's causing you to just not move on any of those directions at all. So it's about getting devoted and really figuring out what is the most important thing to move forward with next.
And you know by feeling into your heart what feels in your heart, right? Not what makes sense. Next is Julie. Julie wants a general guidance. Julie, I pulled two cards. I felt like I needed to pull two cards. One is a ritual, and then the other one's call to prayer. So you're being asked to create some type of a habit, whether it's like a journaling or channeled writing habit, or committing to certain set number. You need some structure right now. Actually, this is what it feels like. For you to really connect to the divine and receive, because you already receive information, but you're not able to receive this information and utilize it in a productive, thriving way because you do not have a structure. So and it doesn't have to be something rigid or firm, but just create some type of a ritual, structure, or habit of connecting and receiving and communicating with this divine guidance that just keeps flowing to you.
Iris, I got don't dim to fit in. And I also got boundaries at the same time. So I kind of feel like people are just not wanting you to step into your full self. And so you kind of waver because you like to listen to their opinion, and you're like, okay, I just won't do that. That's okay. But that's not standing true to your power. And I feel like you're allowing them to overstep your own boundaries by not showing up in the way that you're supposed to in life, because you're like, oh, well, I don't want to rock the boat or anything, but I'll just continue to do the same thing every single day. But that, I think, goes in with CO's message, is that you have to create a new ritual for yourself. Like, this current way of you doing what you're doing is not working anymore. And I think you're going to continue to feel this stress and tension around it. And it's going to, like, I feel kind of like someone's kind of grabbing onto my heart space, because you're not doing what you're called to do right now. So I hope that helps.
Next is Ellie with like a spiritual guidance. And there anything you should try to do? So like guidance for your spiritual path or spiritual expansion or journey. Oh goodness.
I love when they fall out.
3 cars. Clunk down. Stop trying to control it, Ellie. It's this Chef Ellie. Is this my Ellie? Because you know this card. Should I just maybe we should just leave it at your altar? Stop trying to control. You know, stop trying so hard. Keep grounding your energies in nature time, and then boundaries. It feels like some just practicing more boundaries, saying no to more things, and then being discernment. It feels like a discernment, being choosy on even in spiritual stuff. Being choosy. Don't just go like, "Ooh, I want to get a reading done. This, I want to try this." Like, be really choosy. Practice, and then just stop trying so hard.
I feel like that's easier said than done. I got the awakening card, and obviously you're asking for spiritual guidance. So I think this means you're awakening, and I feel like it's happening at a very fast speed for you. So you're just like trying to grasp at nothing, and there's nothing there for you to grasp onto. So what you have to do is grasp onto yourself, like bring it back to the self and be aligned and be centered within. And I feel like this just keeps coming up. This message just keeps coming up. It's like grounding, boundaries, protection, but also trying not to control it too much, because you can't control spirit. Spiritual practice is nothing you can really control. It just happens. And it's how you like move and flow with everything and what's happening to you. And you can either freak out about it, or you can say, okay, this is a level up in my path.
And you don't lose it if you don't, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't get taken away. You don't lose it, or you can't get it wrong. And then somehow, like, all the expansion and validation that's happened so far, it becomes like nothing. So those are the fears of feel like, oh no, we need to keep working on this. So this continues. But it's just our thought process,
Ego.
right? Ego, yeah. Ellis, I do believe we pulled your card already, so we'll keep moving. Susan B. So I don't know if we don't know if we'll just go with Susan B, because I feel like we pulled card for Susan Blizzard, but let's just double check, because we're not sure Susan B is Blizzard or different B. Susan, you're being asked to really be true to who you really are. Are you really, if you looked at yourself in the mirror, is that reflection of who you are really who you are? Or have you gotten used to showing up or behaving or operating in something less than or something different? So you're being asked to really look into yourself in the mirror, the kind of the soul mirror, and get more aligned to who you truly are, authenticity.
I got the same card I just pulled. Don't dim to fit in. And it's really just about like how the world is asking you to show up versus how you want to show up. And I think it's all about oh my gosh, sorry, I just have to hold this up. The card on the bottom of my deck is mirror.
So, oh yeah, baby. Oh, I love it when this happens.
Me too. Yeah. So really, yes, like how are you showing up in the world, and how is that reflective of you as a person and you as a human and as a spiritual being? It's okay to show up how you want to.
All right, moving on. Jacqueline wants career guidance. I would love career guidance.
I keep getting the same card. Don't dim to fit in.
Jacqueline, I had a hard time pulling card that was kind of Lydia, you go first. Yeah, and then I'll go. The same card? Are you going to pull another one, or are you going to do
Yeah, I also pulled the priestess just in case. I was like, this is weird. That's the third time I've pulled it in a row. it does feel like wherever you're at right now is just not your true calling. I feel so much tension in my body all of a sudden. You're just like, oh, I have to show up. It pays the bills, blah, blah, blah. But you're asked, I mean, a lot of times in a workplace, in a corporate workplace, we have to dim ourselves just to fit in, just to get a paycheck. You can't really have a personality. And I don't think that that's working for you. And this priestess card says, how are you being called to step up and lead? So you're being called to do something higher and bigger and the higher purpose, and where you're at right now doesn't allow you to do that. And the third card I pulled was trust your path.
How does it apply if you actually have your own business, Lydia? That message.
Oh.
Because I do believe Jackie does have her business. I'm not so sure. I don't know, but let's tune in just a little extra for you. But Jackie, when I was shuffling, it felt like nothing was coming out. Like the card wouldn't jump out. It took me a long time. So when that happens for me, it usually means it just feels like whatever you're doing, it's not really where you want it to be because it's not flowing. It's not creating results. It feels like you're, hamster, like you're just going through the motion. There's no like sparkle. And then I ended up pulling a card of lead with joy. So whether you are employed or if you're in your business, you're kind of in that path. It's time for you to shift something so you could actually do your career could actually create joy for you and create flow. And when you're creating income from that place of joy and alignment and flow, it's magical, right? It feels amazing. You might not make more money, or you might end up making same amount of money, but it's just completely different vibe. So that's what you're being asked to work towards.
I pulled the same card again, priestess.
What's that one again? So it's her card.
How are you being called to step up and lead?
Yeah. So maybe the way you're operating in whatever your business or career it is, it's not how you truly are meant to work. It needs to get online. It's a little bit of misalignment there. Anna says, thank you. It's so helpful. I keep getting the same reading, and you're right. I keep overthinking it and I have anxiety, but need to stop that. Yeah. Sometimes overthinking it, if you're going to be anxious, I would just take the new job and experience it and feel the anxiousness from that. Discomfort of actually you stepping into action and living your life. Suffering and anxiety driving from that is to me more powerful than me sitting and then just creating anxiety over just overthinking it, right?
Over and over.
Yeah, if you're going to choose anxiety and a little bit of suffering, choose the other thing. Don't choose overthinking. Which we all tend to do, right? That's a favorite place to be, just be in our head overthinking. So it's not just you, Anna, but all of us probably. Katie Painter wants a general guidance. Katie. Oh, this card. I keep pulling this card for you guys. So collectively, you're being asked to, there's a card of lead, Katie. So for you, it's definitely, you've been working toward it. You are already a leader, but it's more of, how's your leadership? How are you being a leader? So you're already a leader, but are you authentically being the leader? Are you serving and showing up and leading the way you're supposed to and the way you're meant to? Or is there a certain misalignment that you need to get close to be more of the authentic leader that you are?
I got get grounded. And they kind of showed me as Sia was talking that you have to be this grounded person so that you can lead from the perspective of everybody. Like you can lead with intention and see what everybody else around you is doing and help kind of push them upwards when you're holding space and when you're grounded for everyone. And it's almost like you have to be the grounded person to all the people around you. Like you're this like cord, and they're all attached to you, and they're like, I'm freaking out, I don't know what to do. And you're like, don't worry, I got it. I can help you with whatever problem you have. And then you don't take it on. That's the other thing, is that you are so grounded that you don't take on their problems, and you can help transmute the energy for them, which I love.
Powerful. Next that comes up is Deepa. Deepa wants a general guidance, and then her daughter wants to ask a question. So we'll just pull a card for Deepa, and then we'll pull a card for your daughter at the same time. So that way we just can keep moving.
Ooh. I got the same card. It came flying out. Get grounded. It feels like there's a lot of, I don't want to say chaos, but a lot of moving pieces around in your life at this time. So they really want you to just take a step back and take a deep breath and get things in control and get things in line, and kind of take one step at a time is what I see. Like, I almost see it as like a clock, and they're like, okay, she knocked that one out, and then she knocked that one out. So it's really about like getting control back, because it just feels like a tornado right now with a lot of the stuff going on.
That's for Deepa, right?
Yeah.
And then you're going to pull her for her daughter.
Yeah, I'll pull for her daughter.
Deepa, I pulled card of abundance for you. So you're being asked to really be in the energy of abundance, even when you don't feel abundant right now. I think you're in a position to attract more abundance if you can really be in this mindset of abundance and resist the temptation to operate from a place of lack and comparison. So that's the guidance. And Lydia, did you pull a card for her daughter?
Mm-hmm. I got align your life.
Mm.
This is what is not aligned or needs to change. Sorry, I'm getting a message. It feels like there's just somebody in your daughter's life that she's like diminished, like putting herself down for. And it's just not a good relationship. I think it feels like a friendship, but it just feels like she's kind of being pulled in a direction by someone that isn't good for her, or doesn't help her succeed, or doesn't support her, or anything like that. Yeah, and I just feel like this tension, like in the pit of my stomach, like it's kind of making me nauseous. So really just have her get grounded. I think the same message for her is the get grounded message, because she has to figure out like what's actually good for her in her life, and make that call as well, because I think she knows, but she just keeps repeating the same cycle. So it's time to break that pattern and break that cycle.
I pulled the mountain spirit card. There's something she can't sort out herself, so she needs to seek guidance, somebody who can help her. She needs to whether get a coach, a therapist, another person, another friend, parent, but she needs to reach out for help and get guidance and support from someone who can do better, that's third party, and who has more expertise and more experience. So that's for that. And then we're moving on. Carrie Lee. I don't think we had her. We did Carrie, another Carrie, but this is different last name. So we'll give general guidance. Carrie pulled the card of burn it down. So there's something that you need to allow to end. This is not repairable. Sometimes, as painful and scary it is, you need to let it burn down so you could rebuild. There is something that you just need to let it die.
Mm-hmm. I got trust the niggle again. And when I first started tuning into your energy, I felt like I was getting a lot of energy in my throat chakra, and felt like I couldn't speak. And it's really just about trusting your own power. And intuition around what's going on, because I do feel like there is something that has to kind of come to an end, but you're resisting it, and it's causing a lot of tension within your chakras and your kundalini, like your spine and all this stuff. So it feels like you're just resisting so hard, but it's really just about like listening to your intuition, and you have to break the chain.
Mm. We did pull Ellie already, I think, so we're gonna keep moving. Career guidance, we don't see a name, so we're gonna keep moving. Somebody says, yes, thank you, I'm excited. We don't know who you are, but you're welcome. um, Ashley Bart, general guidance.
I got Unbound. It says releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. They actually did show me that you're going through like a big release of your shadow work. Like you've been doing a lot of shadow work, and I think with shadows, when you do spiritual work, then your shadows always come up because they're a part of us. We're light and dark at the same time. So you're kind of going within and releasing a lot of these old patterns that no longer serve you, which I think is incredible. And then the clarification card that also came with it is Pillar of Light. So it's like after you help like get these chains broken and get unbound, you're going to be such a pillar of light that nothing is really going to affect you in the way that it does now. You'll kind of progress and level up.
Yeah, so I pulled the reincarnation card, which is kind of a past life, kind of karmic stuff that's coming into the surface for you to release or gain wisdom from. And then I put a bunch of these cards, like if you're safe to be, these all fell out together, safe to be. So it is safe for you to actually work on this. It's safe for you to explore this. Don't be afraid to do it. And then the Mago blessing and divine love. So I think, I don't know where you are, like, but so this is potential outcome of you working through with this will be this new life full of love. So it could be just for yourself, like new way of you living your life with full of surf, full of love, or it could even mean if you're single, it might be like a great relationship or romance or love, but something of a divine love, new thing waiting to enter as soon as you're able to work through some of those karmic stuff. Okay, so someone, okay. Okay, we keep moving. Oh, so there is some follow-up question. We already pulled for Deepa's daughter, but she met a guy who really liked. Do you think it's a future there? If he makes you feel like what Lydia described. Yeah, hopefully what we pull for you is helpful. It's me too controlling. That must be Ellie. Crystal, I knew my reading would be about connecting to my spirit guide. Yeah, girl. We're not making it up, right? Like they're already with you. So so trust your Miggle, right? Like your intuition already told you, yeah, I need to really get into that. You ladies nailed me, Ellie. I've been worried that I'll lose the strong intuition because this month is very busy at work and I haven't had time to do spiritual practice. Yeah. Don't worry about that. We gotta live in this human life that has holiday season and deadlines and bills to be paid. We are human beings. We can't, how many of us can potentially be completely, not impacted by this day to day and able to have this transcended like spiritual life? I think even like shamans and like monks who went into temple and live in the mountains still struggle with that. So just, yeah. You're welcome. Julie says, thank you so much. Jacqueline says, spot on. I do own a business, but do that part-time while working two other jobs to pay the bills. And I have really felt like I'm spinning my wheels trying to grow my business. Thank you so much. Going to sit with this and meditate a bit. Good, Jacqueline. We're glad that we gave you some validation and insight. We don't know who this person is. I'm sorry. So please comment with your name. This one, I have been off with my meditation practice, but from this reading, it's time to commit. Oof, breaking those answers, told Cherry. Yeah, girl. Your ancestors want to support you too, though. Yeah, there is wisdom there too. Holly Gordon. Holly wants a career guidance. Oh, so how your career guidance was that these two cards fell. One is Mountain Spirit. So this is card asking you can't sort this out alone. You need to get some support, whether it's someone who can make connections for you, a headhunter, or like someone who can help you. So you need to reach out for support by other people, but then also abundance card. So your hard work is going to pay off. So as you're exploring your career option, just reach out and connect with some people who can help you, um, who have more expertise and connection and resources for you, and your hard work will pay off.
I got Keepers of the Earth, and it's you are not alone. So I do think you have to call in support and help from your community to get guidance on a new path. It feels like, because this path doesn't feel great to me. It just feels like that stagnant energy. You're just like, oh, I'm just doing this to get the bills paid, you know. And then the other card I pulled is Birthing a New Age. So it's like once you get the support that you need from like a career guide or career counselor or someone, or like family or somebody who can help you, you'll feel like a completely different person because you'll be birthing a new reality for yourself.
Yeah, I think you'll get kind of aligned. Like you'll be
Yeah.
like this, and then like, oh, this is the like. I think you'll be able to kind of like know which way, because right now they're kind of like the needle's kind of going like this.
Yeah.
Markeisha, general guidance. Markeisha, family card comes up. So it's a card like something around family, maybe resolving some of your family issues, or there's some family situation is coming up, or maybe you're thinking about starting a family. It's basically family is in your field, and you're seeking. It's almost like you are seeking resolution on this, and I got another card because I felt like it was hard for me to just tune in. What about the family? And then the sisterhood card. Um, it's almost like if your birth family causes you a lot of trouble, then you need your chosen family, your sisterhood, to help you thrive and heal. That's what it feels like to you. Like we don't have to be stuck with our um, birth families, like the community we seek, the sisterhood, the chosen family and friendship. Those are as powerful family.
I got the Great Gathering. And it says, it's all coming together. Listen to your intuitive hits and find your soul tribe. And I also felt like, there's certain aspects of your family that aren't supportive of your goals and your path. And it's almost like you have to find that group of people who are supportive of you no matter what. It doesn't matter what you're interested in. They're lighting you up every single time. And then yes came out as well. And I love it because it just looks like a group of light women, or light worker women coming together and supporting you. So that feels very powerful.
Someone said I'm here late, but love a career guidance, but we don't have names. So, and we don't know who Jessica picked. Okay. I think this is all Jessica. So Jessica, you want a general career guidance. Okay. So Jessica, career guidance. Jessica. Career guidance. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Let me just pull. Jessica, maybe you should start your own business, because I pulled a card of solitude and then new beginning, new birth, Mago blessing. So, like, what would require you to be solitude? And then it's a new beginning. So if you are considering starting your own business and being your own boss, maybe that's what you're being encouraged to consider, explore.
I got take a break, and then after that I got leap. So it was almost like taking that solitude, like sitting in the solitude to figure out what it is that you're wanting to do, and not feeling like you have to rush through it. I feel like that's the other thing is with career stuff, we're like, oh, I just want to get to the end so fast. I want to like figure out what it is that I want to do, the business and everything. But that always, that oftentimes leads us to starting without having all the information we need. So take a break, sit in it, think about what it is that you need, and then leave. And it's also saying you can go and the universe will catch you. Yeah.
Awesome. That okay. So it seems like let me just check in the phone. I feel like we are caught up. It's 4:55 and we are like wrapped up almost. If we're missing anyone, we'll give you a couple of minutes. But I'll pull a card for you, Lydia. You pull a card for me.
Okay.
And then if nobody else says anything, we'll just wrap it up really quick. And then I'll bring Lydia back another day if she's willing. But let me pull cards.
Always.
Well. Conflict resolution. just inside your conflict resolution. You know, like you just release it, work on it. Don't hold on to it. Don't get all angry. Don't hold on to conflict. Just work on releasing it. And then this, you know, transformation and brave new step forward. So look at the images of the cards. I feel like once you clear this conflict thing, you will be ready to fully transform. And you're gonna jump, you know, you're gonna be ready to jump and you're gonna feel ready to jump. So that's exciting. But let this one go, right? Don't
Oh my gosh. It's so accurate. I'm just like, oh God. Thank you.
You're welcome.
For you, I got Warrior Woman, which I see this as Kuan Yin as well. And that's such an accurate depiction of you. You were like such a strong force. You give amazing guidance, but you are also leading with grace and compassion. I feel like you're also just take no BS as well.
That's
like and then this is an interesting pull. The next one is Soul Family. And I think the last time I don't know, did I read for you recently? I think I read for you recently in a comment and I was like, I feel like you're meant to be just bringing all these people together and guiding them through all of this stuff that's coming up for them. And it's going to be a beautiful initiation into your future and their future. And it's all going to manifest. Like, I just see this like huge, they're showing me this huge community for you that you are going to lead and that you're going to be responsible for, which feels like a big, feels like a big responsibility, but it's not going to be anything that's a burden. It's oh, I'm so excited that I get to help all these women on their path and learn about themselves and discover who they truly are. And I think it's just going to continue to grow.
Oh, thank you.
So
Jen French, the birth chart reading, she said the same thing. Wasn't she great? You got your reading done from her.
Oh, I got my reading done. Oh my God. That was the best birth chart reading I've ever had. And I've had many. And I was like, how are you telling me something about myself that I
as if she knows me or something. She knows it, I guess.
Right.
There's one person we skipped over, so let's pull a card for Brita Kelly, general guidance. Yes, let's do Brita, and then we can wrap it up. I'm going to pull 3 cards for you. Brita, there's general guidance for you is surrender, let things go a little bit. Try not to control things, and then shift your energy from trying to control situation or control other people. Or like other people's emotions or their suffering, bring that back into giving love to yourself. And when you do, there's a great outcome or some great news is going to come your way. So it's almost like shifting focus from others to within you, and then just nurturing yourself, putting yourself as a priority. That's what comes up. And then something good will come from that.
Mm-hmm. I also got boundaries. Lots of boundaries coming up in this session. I felt like people are just taking so much from you and you're exhausted. I feel very tired and that I just need to rest. Like all I want to do is hibernate through winter with you. That's your energy right now. So set your boundaries and make sure that you're protected. And then the other card I got was share your voice. And I
Mm.
love this card because she's in a cave and she's kind of in solitude, but she's like wanting to go out and share her voice, but she's afraid to. And the message is to not be afraid. Don't be afraid that people are going to judge you for expressing your feelings, how you feel, what you want to be doing. You'll find people who will support you on your journey and who will accept you for who you are. You know, they may not have the same views as you, but you are allowed to share your voice and share your opinions.
I'm also
And that,
getting that you're allowed to change your mind. You know, it's your full right to change your mind and change your direction. So that's just what keeps coming up. So yes, you
Mhm.
might change your mind, and then other people like, wait, that's not what you were doing or what you said. Well, sorry, you
Too
changed
bad.
my mind. That's completely okay. So make sure you don't paint yourself like stuck because you don't give yourself permission to change your mind, right?
Hmm.
Changing your mind is just act of giving love, to yourself. All right, there are three
Hmm.
people. Let's just not help these ladies. So we skipped them apparently. Rebecca wants a romantic relationship guidance. Rebecca, for you, there's some childhood stuff, something that happened, not necessarily maybe childhood, but it could be childhood or something that happened your past that's holding back in your relationship and the way you are showing up in your romance. So that something that childhood stuff or something that happened in the past needs to be released for you to be courageous enough to jump into this next love with full openness and full heart. And then dragon spirit cards comes up. So it feels like you actually have a very super powerful, very magnetic energy. So if you can have courage to really jump into that, but then what's holding you back is some past stuff. So work on releasing that so you could be fully yourself to fall in love or be in love.
I got mirror, and it's kind of the same thing where it feels like past things. You're basing everything on past relationships. Oh, that went wrong. That didn't go right. So I can't do that ever again, or I don't want that ever again. And you're trying to control it too much when you're not actually there yet. And then the second card I pulled was the ever unfolding rose. I feel like this is you. You're trying to discover who you are. You're trying to move past all of this past stuff. And the rose is so beautiful. It's like the flower that represents love, in my opinion, and that's you. So you have to just trust your inner power, inner strength, and not try to control who's going to come into your life so much, and just bloom as the flower and as the rose.
Yeah,
And
be rose, and you're gonna attract love, right?
mhm.
Um, Angela, general guidance. Angela, there's an information or person entering your life in already, currently, or has appeared or will be appearing in near future that's going to help you grow and actually experience more success. So it could be a piece of information or it could be someone bearing some type of a resource or information for you that can assist you to actually experience more success. So that's really cool. Keep your eyes open and so you can notice and receive them.
Okay, I was kind of laughing at the cards that just fell out. So 3 fell out, and the first one was answer the call. So I think this is answering the call of what's about to come, right? You're ready, and I think you feel it. And then the second and third card is no, and then yes.
What's that supposed to mean?
So I tuned into it because I was like, really, I hate when this happens. I hate when it gives me both of these cards. But maybe it's that the first thing that comes through is a no, and then you have to skip over that one, and the second one is a yes. I don't know. It's very conflicting, but I also feel like it's maybe a pause. Like, don't answer it right away. Take a pause, and that's the no card. Think about it first, and
Mm.
then decide, does it feel right in the body? Does it feel right in your heart space to say yes to it? And if it doesn't, just say no. You have
Oh,
the power to say yes or no in all of these situations, right? And we shouldn't always just grab at the first thing that comes to us. We have to think things through. So that's really what I think it's
yeah, maybe
saying.
this information or person that can help you when this happens, then you'll be able to know when to say yes or have to say yes. But maybe you're not
Mhm.
supposed to say yes until this more
Mhm.
clarity and assistance and progress happens. That's for you. Oh, that was for, was it for Amy?
Or
Was
Angela,
it
I
for
think.
Angela?
Yeah.
Oh, it's for Angela. Okay, sorry. I kind of, now we're on Amy. They're all A names. So Amy, and then, yeah, general guidance for Amy. Um, Amy, I pulled ritual card for you. So you're being asked actually, this feels like actually spiritual ritual. So if you've been interested in maybe doing a full moon ritual, new moon ritual, or kind of think about like, oh, maybe I should start pulling tarot cards every day and looking like anything that you're considering around expanding your spirituality through ritual or some type of a like ceremony, you're being encouraged to explore that. It might be something that you not only enjoy, but it's going to help you grow spiritually.
Before I even pulled a card, I felt a spirit come right up next to me, and it felt very ancestral. So that was pretty exciting. And then I pulled Keepers of the Light, or excuse me, Keepers of the Earth, which is your ancestors, telling you that they are next to you through your entire journey. And especially because I just felt that come in like right away. They want you to know that they're next to you, and um, that they're listening. And it sounds like you talk a lot to them, but you don't really like realize that you're talking to them, but they're listening. They're saying that they're paying attention and that they're supporting you along this journey that you're on. And then the second card I pulled was Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising and you are the oracle. And I think this is like a teacher card to me. Like, you are meant to be a teacher of whatever topic you want to be. So I feel like you even like channel messages from ancestors or your spirit guides or anything, and you're like, where did that come from? Just trust that it's your
Mhm.
guide, that it's coming through from your guides and you're not making it up.
Yeah, Amy, it's really, if you don't have your altar set up, it's definitely a good idea for you to set up your sacred space, your altar space, where you could honor your ancestor and your guides and all that, and
Mhm.
start working on connection because it's happening no matter what. So, all right, this one, Ashmina, what do my guides want to tell me? What are they telling you, Ashmina? What are they telling you? Let's see what we pull, but you know, really, what are they telling you? Trust that first. Stop trying so hard comes up, surrender. Trying to control, trying to do much, trying to second guess and trying to do more, do better, do it correctly. That's all illusion, right? You're supposed to just embrace right this moment, the present moment of where you are.
You got to take a break. It's time to rest. It feels like you just went through like a cycle almost, and they're really wanting you to just take a break and like go within and kind of determine. And they're saying like, oh, take a break so that we can actually talk to you. Go within so that you can hear our messages and meditate. That's the other thing I keep hearing, is just to meditate so that you can actually hear the messages that are coming through, because they are guiding you even if you don't feel that.
Yeah, meditate without any expectation or like
Mhm.
expectate, like, don't meditate with just more loose energy. Okay. Don't meditate with, I'm going to meditate so that, or if I do it this way, something will happen. Like, don't try to be a little more loose about it, because I feel like
Mm-hmm.
then, because guidance is coming,
Try
you
to
just
control it so much.
yeah, you need to be more open and loose to receive it. All right, for real now. Last person, Ariel, and then we'll wrap it up. I promise. Ariel wants the general guidance. Ariel, I pulled 3 cards just because I like you and wanted to pull 3 cards. Balance, Mountain Spirit, and Lead with Joy. So tuning in all together feels like you are really recalibrating and finding yourself to this new balanced state of new you, or your present moment. You're definitely going through some progress, and you're going to find yourself in this balanced state. What's going to help you is some guidance, like seeking mountain spirit. So this feels like some guidance for someone who could help you, a healer, a coach, shaman, a mentor, a friend, anyone. So it's up to you, but just seek some guidance, and then you will know by leading from your joy, like what excites your heart with joy and inspiration.
I pulled transformation. And I felt like in the last, I don't know, it feels like a month, you've just gone through this huge, like 360. It's crazy. I mean, it's beautiful. And you're kind of like, okay, I'm this new being now. I'm this, well, you're the same person, but you have a renewed sense of self and renewed sense of life happening. And you're not really sure where to go with it and what to do with it. But I got the clarification card as leap. Jump and the universe will catch you. You're safe to jump, you're safe to go for it, and you're safe to go on this new path. And then I did pull a 3rd card as well. Share your voice, which we just got this one. And it's like, it's so hard to share our voice and actually stand up in our truth and our power, but it's really actually more powerful to stand in our truth and our power. The world needs more of that right now, and it needs more healing. And I think whatever it is that you have to say is going to be life changing for somebody out there. So just trust that.
Awesome. So that was great. Thank you. Lydia, I know you've been really busy, and because you have your full-time gig, but if people want to do work with you and get your amazing reading, how can they find you?
I am on my website at cosmicvisions.me. I am on a break.
Yeah. Oh, go
Yeah.
ahead. Sorry, Lydia.
Oh, I am on a break until the first week of November. But after that, everything will be back up and running. It's time for my own self to reset and recuperate as well. But we can put it in. We can put the website in the comments.
But yeah, we'll put the link, but then also put there that you're reopening in the beginning of November.
Okay. Yeah,
I personally actually took I blocked last week of October off from client sessions, because I really felt like that week, it's Halloween, it's my nephew's birthday, it's my brother's ancestral ritual day. It's just such a powerful week. So I'm not working with clients at all. I'm just spending that week just, recuperating.
Yeah.
And relaxing, healing ourselves, and then working on our own magic.
I do feel like October has been, I do feel like October has just been all about that, like recuperation, relaxing, figuring out our power and ourselves.
I might actually come back after election, maybe. Like, I'll wait until all that too. Maybe I'll come back second week of November. So if you guys need to get in with me, you want to book it like next week, this week.
Yeah.
Or see you in mid-November.
That's a good point. Come back after the election.
Yes. Like, we can't be at our full magical self unless we really take time to work on our own being, right? On our own self.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for spending your Sunday, Lydia. Everyone else for watching this and missed the reading, there's another one that's scheduled with Anna, and then someone else. Oh, Anna and Jen. Jen's coming on. Jen Prince is coming on and doing it. So check that, mark your calendar and join us. Um, or you could wait until after November and then get a reading from us individually. We'll share that information in the comment. So thank you, Lydia. Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.